Over the past few weeks, there have been some pretty wild reports about a major design change coming to the iPhone 17 Pro. Word on the street is that Apple plans to use two different materials for the back of the phone: aluminum and glass. The top half of the back would be metallic for better camera protection, while the bottom would be glass, so MagSafe charging can still work its magic. Now, some people thought this meant Apple might ditch the titanium frame, but that's not the case. The titanium frame could still stay, even if the back panel uses these new materials. We didn't have any photo leaks until today, but now we've got an image from China that supposedly shows the iPhone 17 redesign. Brace yourselves though, it's a bit of a shocker. Yeah, it looks kind of odd, and it definitely seems like Apple's borrowing from Google's Pixel design. It's not the prettiest thing we've seen, but it's important to remember that we've been used to the iPhone's rear design since the iPhone 11. And let's not forget how much people have complained about the iPhone's ever-growing camera bump. It's only gotten bigger with every new release, with the iPhone 16 being the most extreme example. Even the non-Pro models have huge camera modules now. Personally, I don't think the camera bump is a deal breaker, and I'm sticking to that if this design is accurate. A horizontal camera bump actually makes more sense. It'll be less wobbly when you put the phone down on a table, for one. So how do we know this image is the real deal? Well, assuming it's not some AI-generated fake, it has all the right details. You've got the cutouts for the action button, volume keys, power button, camera control, and USB-C port. As for the frame material, there are a few possibilities. The frame could be all titanium, all aluminum, or a mix of both. If it's a mix, the sides would likely be titanium, while the back panel would be aluminum. I'm not crazy about the idea of mixing materials on the back of the phone, though. I've never been a fan of that look, especially when Google did it with the Pixel. They had glass on top and metal on the bottom. But maybe Apple has figured out how to make the transition between metal and glass look more seamless. If this design is legit, I wouldn't be surprised if all iPhone 17 models, not just the Pro versions, get the same camera bar look. It could give the whole lineup a fresh, unified identity. And considering rumors about the iPhone 17 possibly having a single-lens camera in the center, it makes sense for all versions to share a similar design. There could be other reasons behind the design change too. Maybe Apple's reworking the internal layout to fit a bigger battery or new camera tech. And who knows, maybe they're planning something for spatial photography, like taking 3D photos and videos in portrait mode. But there's one thing to consider: Face ID. All iPhones have a Face ID camera on the front, and that takes up a lot of space. Can Apple really place the camera bump that high up on the back without messing with Face ID, especially on the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max, which are rumored to have 3 lenses? If this leak is legit, we'll definitely be seeing more about this design in the coming months. A reliable leaker on Weibo, digital chat station, even mentioned that other Android manufacturers might follow suit with a similar horizontal camera design next year. So what do you think of this new iPhone 17 camera bar design? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Until then, take 2.